Nigel, was that the response you wanted after the Swansea match?
In terms of result, yes. In terms of application, absolutely. And result. We were not always at our best, but I give Middlesbrough a lot of credit for that. They're a really good side. And tactically, it was quite an interesting game. We felt it was right to make changes today. And the most important thing is the result. So, especially on a day where we welcomed onto the pitch the Ashton Gate 8, who I think had a very fitting response and very fitting reception from ours and Middlesbrough fans, I have to say. I thought it was really very respectful, and I'm pleased for them. But it's a good day for us because we've been able to win a game that we weren't in the ascendancy for long periods.
I think there was a worry that we would score in the 8th minute. We scored in the 7th minute. Andy Vyman, 16th goal of the season. How clinical a finisher is he?
Well, I mean, he's proving to be a real threat for teams. Look, Andy scores the first goal, but also is everywhere on the pitch. I thought at some point we might have to consider taking him off because of the amount of leg work he does. No, he finished the game on the pitch, and he gave us something to defend, and we had to defend with a lot of commitment and cohesion as a group as well, because they're a good side. Tactically, they were trying to separate our midfield players. The way that we set up with Joe being almost like a front sweeper helped us out, but not necessarily in the second half where it all changed. So, it was an interesting game from that perspective. But when I hear managers and coaches talking about tactics, I quite often shake my head, because actually what gets you over the line is the determination and the application of the players. And today it's very, very good. So somebody like Cam Pring, who went on at the end of the game, who was left out after last week, I thought his response was excellent. I've told him so.
I was about to say on that, brought in Sam Bell, 65 minutes, and then for Cam to come on, both of them did really well, especially Sam, whose first start of the season.
I thought Belly was really good. He gave us what we wanted, and that is enthusiasm, pace, a bit of a carefree attitude, but he didn't really get caught out too many times. Once in the second half, and he tired as well, but that's because he's not had a lot of first team action. But I have to say, being able to call on somebody like him is a real, it's quite a pleasure really, because he's somebody who he will go on and try and fulfill whatever job you give him. At the end of the day, he's a forward, but he played at wing back today and he did well.
Antoine Semenyo, what pleases you most? His assist, his goal? I mean, you'll think you'd probably be modest about his overall performance, but, he is developing, isn't he?
Well, he should be modest. I've just said to him in the dressing room there that he was 30 seconds away from being hooked off, because he didn't have his best game, but he still had an assist and a goal, which shows you where he is at the moment. And he was a handful for everybody, but in possession didn't always work out. I thought Chris caused him all sorts of problems aerially, and Antoine, for all that he wasn't at his best, he still is a nightmare to play against. So, all those things together illustrate the margins are very, very small. So it's a good result. I'm bitterly disappointed we didn't have a clean sheet, because we should have done. But, look, if you said to me before the game, you'll come away with 3 points, I'd have taken any scoreline.
And a word for Dan Bentley, he would have been frustrated not to start over the last few weeks, but, he pulled off some great saves today.
Dan did exactly what I hoped he would do, and that is stick 2 fingers up at me and basically go, I'm back. And that's great, because he's our captain. He's a really good, committed person. He showed his talent as a goalkeeper today, and I was delighted for him, because it's never easy to drop your captain. It's never easy to have somebody with that amount of experience on the bench and not you. So his response today was perfect, and that is, apart from not keeping a clean sheet, and that's not his fault. But he did what he needed to do, and he did it in a really calm and professional manner. So I'm pleased for him today.
Congratulations.
Cheers, thanks.